So let's get back to your forecast. And Brittany, there are going to be a lot of people out there tomorrow volunteering at Northside Church.
Yes.
In North Charlotte for MLK Day. We do have a volunteer project, you know, that we're
You're
working
going to be
on.
emceeing.
I'm going to be emceeing.
It'll be inside.
It'll be inside, but, you know, folks got to get there.
You need to get there.
Yeah. If you're going out early, you definitely need to take some cautions on the roadways as there will be rain, but it certainly won't rain all day Saturday and just some spotty showers on Sunday. Really the next big story we're talking about, although there is rain this weekend, a bigger story, of course, is the dangerously cold weather we have next week. We want folks right now to start to take those precautions to winterize your home. Make sure that the pipes are going to be okay, the heater is in working order. Of course, bringing in those pets that maybe typically do spend some time outside, making sure to dress in layers. The one big change, and I guess it's really a small change because it's a small shift, but the change nonetheless is that lower chance to see local wintry mix. We'll talk a little bit more about that in just a second. The big one, though, is the temperature change. You can see most spots dropping into the lower 20s, if not the teens. These are Charlotte numbers, not mountain numbers, by the early and middle part of next week. This is the coldest air that we have seen in about 3 years, especially with the longer trend of seeing cold air like this. With this strong dip in the jet stream, we are going to see cold air move in. This is what's known as the polar vortex, the polar jet stream. You've probably seen it all over social media. It is nothing that we have not talked about before, nothing we have not seen before. Of course, typically the polar jet stream is up here and the subtropical jet is here. What sometimes happens during the winter months is that you get a little piece that starts to plummet a little bit further south, and when that occurs, that's when we get that big Arctic blast. But in this case, it is going to be subsiding with the storm track, which means a chance for wintry weather. But for us here in Charlotte, unfortunately, it does look like that track is trending a little bit further south. And what this means is that we get the cold, but it might be too dry to see any kind of weather stick and reach the ground. So most likely right now, the trend is for snow, if not a little bit of sleet closer to the coast, with just a cold rain for most of the state of Florida. Now, there is still a chance that this could trend a little bit further north to be track 2 or even track 3, but at this point, track 1 does look to be more likely. And I wanted to show you this atmospheric moisture so you can kind of get an idea. This is the moisture we're seeing this weekend as we bring in a chance for rain. It's not a ton, but you can certainly see some of those brighter colors in the mix. However, as we go through the middle part of next week, look at Tuesday and Wednesday. This is when that chance for wintry weather would be happening. We have air so dry that we're almost off the charts when it comes to the legend. So this is a substantially dry air mass, although we are going to be nice and cold. So again, we're trending closer to the coast. We're trending a little bit further south. We will certainly let you know if this does change and trend back a little bit more. I know many folks in Charlotte who wanted to snow, of course, maybe a bit bummed out by this, but at this point, it does look like we have a less than 20% chance of seeing any kind of wintry weather here in Charlotte next week. It would be closer to the coast, if anything. But we do have this chance of rain this weekend. However, other than the chance of rain, not really too bad in terms of temperatures. Most spots in the mid-50s, both Saturday and Sunday afternoons. Again, the big chill comes in next week. This is going to be dangerously, if not bitterly cold for many. A lot of folks off of work and school on Monday for the holiday. Please make sure you are staying safe, warm, and weather aware. We will see a slow, gradual warm up throughout the week. This time next week, while we're not in the 50s, we'll finally reach the mid-40s in the afternoon.
All right. Thank